going on, everybody? My name is Tenebris Infinite, and I'm coming at you guys with the top 3 command bunkers in Generation Zero. So, let's just get right into it here. So, command bunkers happen to be the ultimate safe house here in version 1.03 of Generation Zero currently. So, command bunkers not only function as your place for obtaining the missions that will help you progress throughout the game, but they also happen to be the place where you can find some of the easiest lootable objects in the closest distance to one another. This means that in order to optimize your time spent farming certain things like ammunition or revives or medication kits or anything like that, usually you'll want to go to the command bunkers as your first option. So we're going to be starting off here with our number 3 bunker. So bunker number 3 is going to be the Minkin command bunker. The Minkin command bunker is the first bunker you find after you complete the tutorial section of the game. And with this being the second bunker you find in the game, it winds up serving a lot more purpose than the Vesselin command bunker does. The Vesselin command bunker is a very disorganized bunker, whereas the Minkin command bunker is where you start to run into the bunkers that you'll be able to memorize a little bit more efficiently, and you'll be able to figure out the drop locations a little bit easier. So the Minkin command bunker is also very nice because it actually has a little bit lower of a drop count. It only has about 50 some odd items in this area, which might sound like a bad thing in comparison to a place with maybe 180 items or 200 and something items in the area. But the nice thing about an area with only 50 items is that you can memorize where all of the item drop locations are, and then you can get to them all really quickly and really efficiently, therefore not spending too much time running around in a bunker hoping to get whatever it is you're looking for. So I'm just going to kind of go over some of the spots in this bunker really quick with you guys here now. So now for the quick walkthrough, starting from the command board. When you exit the room with the command board, you'll come out here, and on your immediate turn to your right, this is going to be one of the best spots that you can hit when you're looking for revives, actually. When you come down here, each one of these green boxes with the yellow triangle on them has a very small percentage of dropping an adrenaline. So, we're going to drop our adrenaline here and hit up a couple of these boxes. And immediately on our first box here, we have found an adrenaline. So then we can just drop that adrenaline that we picked up back with our main pile. And then when you come around into this room here, there are a couple more green boxes. So again, we'll look. Sadly, there was no adrenaline in this one, but there was a standard first aid kit. And then over here in this one, again, just some med kits. And then in these little boxes over here, they are usually ammunition drops. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is weird. Oh, what the hell? Oh man, and I can't get back out. What the heck, man? What did I just find? Can I jump through the stairs? No, they got a hitbox on the bottom, eh? This is wild. I wonder if I could get down there without dying. Let's see. Let's find out. Okay. Come on. Oh. No, we couldn't do it. Oh well. Alright, let's continue exploring. What? Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe the Minkin bunker deserves the number 1 spot because of this. This is ridiculous. We're back inside the bunker. And we're just gonna continue this video like nothing happened there. So next up, the next area here in the Minkin command bunker that you're gonna want to hit up is this little spot over here, because again you'll find yourself a couple of these little golden triangle boxes. So let's again just drop off our adrenaline and check out what's going on in here. Bada bing, bada boom, we got ourselves an adrenaline. Let's drop that. And we got ourselves another adrenaline. So again, this place is really good for farming up adrenaline until the patch comes out for console, hopefully this week at some point. And then when you leave the radio room, you can come just around the corner over here to a little kind of set up infirmary down here, kind of ghetto infirmary. And in your rooms to your right and your left, you'll find more ammo drops and potential revives. And then out the door at the back there, that'll just take you outside of the bunker. So again, a very small space for the bunker. Going up the stairs over here, again, will just lead you outside of the bunker. And then out here is, again, just leading you outside of the bunker. So there is one more spot that you can check and go through in this bunker, which is the civilian area down here. And the civilian areas are usually the more kind of RNG heavy locations in Generation Zero, because a lot of times you're picking up out of backpacks and out of small ammo containers and stuff like that. The civilian areas are good because this is where you will find the majority of your loot. The only thing is, in some of these bunkers, the civilian areas can get pretty complicated and tangly. So again, the Minkin command bunker is really nice because you don't have to hit the civilian area, but in our next couple bunkers you will have to hit the civilian area in order to utilize the bunkers to their fullest. Now the last thing to look at when you're thinking of a bunker that you want to start and stop at is the locations around the bunker. So the thing that really goes against the Minkin command bunker, you know, averse to all of its simplicity and stuff, is that there is no real decent areas to go for spending off any of the resources that you've currently farmed up. So Calabi is a decent little city, but you won't find much of a challenge in Calabi. In all honesty, you'll have to travel much further past Fisk back over here and get down to the Torsberga fort area in order to actually spend any of the ammunition that you've acquired, or potentially have to use up any of your med packs or adrenaline. So there we go, there's bunker number 3, Minkin Command Bunker. All in all, a pretty good bunker for farming a lot of adrenaline really quickly and really reliably. And also a kind of quirky bunker too, I guess. Alright, so now for bunker number 2. Bunker number 2 is going to be the U-turn bunker, and the U-turn bunker is just over here in the mountain area. It's a little bit harder to get to the U-turn bunker in terms of the bunkers that we're going to be talking about today. In my opinion, it's actually almost a little bit more difficult sometimes to get to U-turn than it will be to get to the northern bunkers that we'll be talking about in our next bunker. But outside of it being a little bit difficult, the payoff is really good for this place. So not only do you wind up with a bunker that gives you pretty much immediate access to a civilian area. My frames are getting a little bit herky-jerky for some reason, but that's okay. But yes, it gives you immediate access pretty much right away from the command bunker room, or the command board room, all the way off to the civilian, just with a couple turns. And that means that then, when you're in a civilian area, you're able to just drop your adrenaline right here, and start from the bottom floor, and work your way up going through all the rooms. So we got really bad RNG there, only getting 2 adrenaline in that run, but that's okay. We managed to find ourselves a special silenced assault rifle silencer, so that was a pretty neat little find here in U-turn, because you don't normally get specials too often in this bunker. But we also were able to find a whole bunch of advanced med kits, and that's where Utun Bunker kind of really shines above the Minkin Bunker, is that you're able to find a lot more advanced med kits. As well, you're also in a much better location. Because really, again, just as I was saying with the Minkin Bunker, after you're done farming, one of the main things that you want to be able to do is to go off and hit up an area really, really quickly to spend off some of the things that you just farmed up. So the military complex over here is one of my personal favorite spots to go off and just burn off some ammunition and kill off some robos to gain some experience with my second character. The military complex right here is really, really great. Or you can always fast travel over to the Musket and Port complex over here to again further kill up more robos and have an opportunity to do some loot farming in this area. Alright, so now for the #1 bunker here in Generation Zero. My personal opinion is that the Hermelinen bunker here up in the north is the ultimate bunker here in Generation Zero. It offers the best drops that you can get in the game. It offers the best opportunities for loot farming, for weapon farming, and then also it has the absolute best area when it comes to combat, having two of the most interesting spots to fight things at here. One of them also, in my opinion, being the hardest area in the game outside of the airport. So I'll really quickly just show you guys one of the many things that makes the Hermelinen bunker one of the best bunkers here. When you just go down the hallway here and you take an immediate right and then you turn to your right again, you'll come into this room here with a couple of these locked storage containers. And I do believe that there's a key somewhere around here that you can find if you do not have the lockpicking ability, but I highly advise that you have the lockpicking ability in this game. A lot of people snicker at having the lockpicking ability unlocked, but it's really, really useful, and these boxes are a key example. Why? So, after you've lockpicked them, you're able to open them as many times as you need to, and inside of them, you're able to find a couple of these weapon crates and lot of the triangle boxes. So what you can do really quickly here is you can just come in here and just farm up. I guess it's just the one weapon crate, but that's still okay. You could just come in here and drop your revives really quickly. Again, as usual. And then just kind of look in all of these boxes here and just see if you manage to come across anything useful. So let's grab med kits, because med kits are pretty good. Nothing good in that weapon box, but that's okay. It's just luck of the draw when it comes to them. Boopity boop. Nothing good at all. Of course. Of course, when I'm recording, I have to get like the worst RNG of all goddamn time. But you are actually able to get really good stuff out of those containers. I just happen to get really, really bad luck there. But then also on top of that, you have really quick access outside of these doors here to get to Hagaboda City. I believe that this is yes, the exit that leads to Hagaboda. And off in Hagaboda, you're able to find a lot of enemies, usually. You can usually get into a pretty decent firefight. But then also on top of that, again, just starting from the bunker here, if you head down the hallway and then you take your second right, and then you head down this hallway a little bit here, over here, it's a little bit of a journey, but it's definitely worth it. Up the final flight of stairs. Just kidding. Up the final flight of stairs? There is an exit over here that leads to the FOA-1 facility. And the FOA-1 facility is an absolute nightmare when it comes to combat and is filled with some of the toughest enemies. Just usually got a mess of hunters and the doggos and all of those different types of enemies. So the nice thing about having this little entrance into the bunker here is what you can do is you can really quickly just come back to the entrance here. There we go. And so now we can follow that waypoint back to that little cove there in case if the firefight gets too crazy. So there you guys go. There's my top 3 bunkers here in Generation Zero, and you know, a little bit about why I think that they're really decent bunkers. And I really do advise you guys, if you ever do plan on taking on the FOA facility, to try to utilize the Hermelin bunker's second exit there. In order to kind of have a spot to hunker down at in case if you get overwhelmed, because that spot can be really difficult, especially in your first time going through there. And hey, maybe if you guys happen to have a favorite bunker of your own, maybe let me know about it down in the comment section below. I always love hearing your guys' feedback, and if you guys have any, you know, favorite bunkers, I'd definitely like to hear about that, because maybe there's something that I overlooked in one of the bunkers in this game. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.